welcome back to my channel, Luxe Party Favors by Nikki, and we are on week 5 of Party Favors 101, where I give you all some ideas and assemble my favorite party favors. But before we get started, I do have a shameless plug for you. So if you don't want to hear this, feel free to fast forward right to the tutorial. But if you do, if you want to support me in one of my other socials, please stick around. So if you don't know, I started a Facebook group for all of the creatives. I'm going to put the description right, hello, what am I trying to say? I'm going to put the group name in the description box and a link that'll take you right there. It's called the Craft Luxe Room for all of my crafty friends and those who just want to lurk. Come and join us. So I created this group to fill a void. So some of the groups that I'm a part of, they're amazing, don't get me wrong. But I noticed that sometimes, let's say when I post or when someone else posts, of course, folks may be interested. And that does not go over well for the, the moderator. Folks will say, hey, can I purchase this? How much is it? And the chat will get completely shut off, or the folks will get reprimanded. And I always thought that was weird. So I wanted to create a space for you to promote and grow and share and just be a part of an awesome space, a safe space. That's what I call it. So we do have theme days. We have Make It Monday, where you show what you made or what you want to make. Sell It Tuesday, where you can sell anything at any cost. $1 Wednesday, it's usually digital design, sell it for $1. Tell It Thursday, provide a tip or a hack or a mini tutorial. And of course we have Freebie Friday. But of course you don't have to stick with those exact themes, and you can post whatever day you want. But I just wanted to do something to make it fun. And then of course on the days that you can sell your items, those are the days that, I would like you all to sell. But if you post, just a post and someone is interested in the chat, go ahead and make that transaction. I just don't think that there's an issue. I don't think that there's an issue. Maybe later on as the group grows, we'll have another opportunity for folks to promote every single day as opposed to just those theme days. But right now we're just having a good time. We have about 40 members, so I am excited for that. Listen, if I have 2 members, that is a win for me. But I know we have a pretty good following here on Facebook, on YouTube. So just imagine if we took all of that energy over to Facebook and how much interaction, collaboration, and selling and promoting and growth that could happen over there. So the Luxe Craft Room, I'm gonna pop the link below, and I would really appreciate you to join. There's always something fun going on. If anything, I'm pushing out tips and tricks and freebies and $1 Wednesdays and just anything that I can just to, keep the group going, even if there isn't a lot of interaction yet. I have faith and I trust and I know that the Facebook group can grow just as we've grown here on YouTube. Okay. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. I don't know if you know what that means, but thank you for listening. Now back to our regular scheduled program. Okay, so forgive any sounds that you hear in the background. My husband, he's outside doing some much needed yard work. Man, we had a bush that was just starting to take over our sidewalk, so he's making that happen out there while I am having fun with y'all. So we are going to be creating these adorable party favors. This is a, a bubble gum tape, those pink tapes. You'll see it in the tutorial. And we just pimped it out and made it cute. And this is such a fun little party favor, and it's super, super simple. When you see it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I'm gonna do this today. Something I do not mention when I film this is that in addition to the label, you can create like a 3D sticker and add some layers to this to make this even cooler. All right, so next you're gonna see the actual tutorial. Okay, so of course you're going to gather your supplies. And I just have scissors to cut out the printouts. But of course, if you have a cutting machine and you are making multiple designs, then that would be advantageous as opposed to using the scissors. But I know some folks prefer to use scissors even if they do have a cutting machine. So scissors, bubble tape, your design, and a pack of balloons. And these are 12-inch. I just purchased these from Walmart. Actually had these on hands, and so this is just a tutorial. This is not for an actual event. I didn't go out and purchase any balloons. So of course, like I said, you're going to cut out the circle, and this circle is 2.5 inches. So if you want to create your own design, you can just go into Canva and go into Elements, select or type in circle photo frame, and that will allow you to insert images or backgrounds, just like this jungle background. It just took the place of the actual photo that's in the image when you select photo frame, as opposed to just selecting the shape. And of course, if you use your cutting machine like a Cricut or Silhouette, you're going to get a much cleaner cut. Let's see. This may be a little bigger than I want it to be, but I did print it at a higher scale. So when it popped up to print, it asked me if I wanted to print at 97%. And I increased it to 99%. So just listen to your printer. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is get a balloon, stretch it out for flexibility, because we're gonna take this balloon and we're gonna wrap it around the bubble tape. And this is such an easy party favor and an easy way to level up any party, because you can buy the balloons to match the actual event. All right, my scissors suck apparently. Hello, come on. Let me grab some different scissors. Okay, I have some different scissors. Those other scissors were not giving me any love, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start over from the top, just so that it doesn't look jagged. So you're just going to cut right about the top of this, the larger side. Oh, that's better. Okay. And so all you're gonna do, ideally you want to stretch this out before you put it on. So if you have a blowing machine, like a balloon blower, that'll help you stretch it out. Or you can just stretch it out like I did in the beginning. And then you're just gonna wrap it around. It's that simple, y'all. Okay, and I try to put the balloon hole in the middle if you can. If not, it's fine, because you're gonna cover this up with the sticker. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Just stick that right on there and flatten it so that that little hole can flatten as well. Look at that, y'all. So stinking cute, super easy, and just a clean look, right? And of course, to open it is super easy. I would prepare this as not just decorations to put on a table, but for a party guest to take home with them, not to necessarily open at the party. And of course, since you do have a bubble gum in here and a balloon, ideally this is meant for older children, like an 11-year-old, you know, someone who knows how to chew and the impacts of putting balloons in their mouths. And of course, you know, the little ones don't know that. So there you have it, y'all. And to take it off, all they'll have to do is just tear this off or just get some scissors to reveal the Hubba Bubba. Cute, simple, fun. Thanks so much for tuning in and for your continued support. If you enjoy this simple tutorial, I would love for you to go ahead and give me a thumbs up. What that tells the algorithm is that you want to see more of me. And if you like to comment, that'd be great. Share, subscribe if you haven't, and just continue to support the channel so I can continue giving you more and more tutorials and ideas. I was also thinking about some other themes, series, or ideas. Obviously, I do a lot of tutorials, but let me know if you want to hear something different, like, hey, how do I market? How do I brand? Tell me more about Canva, AI, and I do provide design tutorials, so I think we're covered there. But if there's anything else outside of just, you know, creating party favors and designing, let me know in the comments. Listen, keep in mind, I'm still new to this game. I'm about a year in, so I'm still learning myself. So I'll do my very best to give you any information and knowledge that I have and share with you what I've learned so far on this awesome journey. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your support. You guys have a beautiful day. I will see you next week. Bye.